Okay. So I oftentimes can pick up where that stuck place is in someone, and I usually get an image of where it comes from. And the first image that came to my mind was your dad. And it was this place of always struggling.
Yeah.
It's that struggle. It's that it can't be too easy.
Yeah.
Would you say that you may have taken on some of those patterns into
Oh,
your
for
life?
sure. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. So all the places where you've taken on the sealing of your dad and the struggle from your dad, would you return that to him now? Would you allow him to have that?
Yes.
Yeah. The greatest gift you can do is to allow someone to process their own stuff rather than processing it for them and duplicating it.
Yeah.
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 I get dad is on a tractor. He's on a farm. He's like, he's older. He's much older right now, but it's like, this is his lineage that he wants to pass on to his family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he want to let go? Does he want to have it be easy right now?
I get no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that okay?
Yeah.
Have you been holding on this hard efforting in order to keep him a part of your life?
Hate to admit it, but I get a yes.
Yeah. Can you love him without having to duplicate his density?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would your life look like if you didn't have that in your DNA, in your RNA, and all of your nucleic programming in your body?
Wow. It just feels so light.
Yeah.
So much lighter.
Can he still be part of your life when you're that light?
Yes. Maybe even more so.
Yeah. Tell me about more so.
Yeah, just if I'm in the fullness of my joy and delight, um, I just feel like I could receive more of him, and I wouldn't have to judge.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be in that hard place that I kind of have been feeling of late. And so I think I just would be more open to receiving all of who he is while I'm all of who I am.
Mm. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I'm going to ask you again just to get it in. Is that
Yeah.
true? Is that true?
Yeah.
Is there any part of you that still feels like the best way to connect with your father is through limitation?
It's the most familiar.
Ah, family, familiar. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's the most familiar.
And I guess I would say cognitively, I know it's not the best way.
I
But
know.
somewhere
Yeah.
else, yeah, it does kind of feel like the easiest way, the best way, the most obvious way, the most practiced way, the
So
all
when
that.
you're not being present, you're stressed out. You may have a headache. You may feel sick. You may. Where will you go right away? Will it be that old pattern?
Yeah.
Before we move into that, I want to unpack this a little bit more so that
Hmm.
it's not a default. Okay.
Cool.
Because there's something in it. There's an energy in it that is not moving still.
Yeah.
Um, Taken care of, or what is that? It's like
It's a hopelessness.
a hopelessness.
It's not worth it. It's just like too much effort.
It's too
Just
hard.
trying to, yeah, it's just too hard. Like, what's the point?
Oh, I feel that in my stomach and my
Yeah.
heart. Like it's like
Yeah.
this. Oh, yeah. And this is the 3-year-old that's moving forward in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could you offer? So let's create an energy that comes into that 3-year-old's life right now. Do you have her? Can you see her?
Yeah. Okay.
not cognitively. Okay. An energy that you know in your life. It could be a person, it could be an experience that
Okay.
had possibility in it. You got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
It's not a person, but it is an energy that I experienced after a 10-day Vipassana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
It
can
was
feel
just like
that.
really expansive, really, I was absolutely in love with everything, like with the tree, with the client that didn't show up, with the client that did show up, with the
Yeah.
friends. And it was very, it was a wow experience for me.
You're having that now. Like there's an element of it in your universe right now.
Yeah, I remember.
Keep that in your body. And I want you to
Okay.
close your eyes and see this little 3-year-old. And I want you to envelop her with that in love energy all over her being with no expectation, no intention other than just to fill her up. And I want you to remind her that this is available to her all the time, no matter what.
She wants it to be, but she doesn't quite believe that just yet.
And let's go before she made the decision when she's 2.5.
Okay.
Can she pull that in?
Yeah.
Can she maybe duplicate it, make it even
Bigger.
×2? What about like ×100? Yeah. Or 1,000. Just
Yeah.
plumping up her cells, kind of informing her DNA and all of the programs in her body that this is available to her. Oh. Yeah. Can you ask her if she could move forward into her life with this as an awareness? Sending it out
Yeah.
100,000% more, filling every cell in that 10-year-old girl body. There you go. Creating that joy, that in love, that total presence. Yeah. Let's go about 10.5. A bit difficult.
You know, it's just coming in right now that I was really good in sports. And the whole thing behind that was you got to work hard. You got to push it. You got to, like what I would say now, overtrain. You know,
Yeah.
you just got to, and that's what's kind of showing up. It's just even
What I'd like to do with you with this piece, I mean, we
Yeah.
can continue on other places, but
Yeah.
let's see if we can reframe the push.
Yeah.
It's not about getting rid of it because it's actually given a lot of cool things to you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So what if you expanded into your limits? What if it wasn't pushing? It was you expanding into what you felt like were your limits.
Nice reframe.
And then you were moving beyond them into more unlimited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That feels like infinitely better.